This is Blake Island, just 8 miles from the Space Needle in downtown Seattle. In this video, our family will spend 3 days cruising around Bainbridge Island. We'll spend the night on a mooring buoy on the west side of Blake Island and visit the historic town of Poulsbo on the Olympic Peninsula before returning to Elliot Bay Marina in Magnolia. So Harvey, this is your second time on the sailboat.
Woohoo!
How does it feel compared to the first?
I feel like it feels pretty similar. We're actually going to sleep on it this time instead of rowing out to shore and camping, which I think is really cool. And we're also going to do 3 days, so that's pretty cool too.
So Harvey, Papa just told us the 3 rules for sailing in Puget Sound. Do you remember what they are?
I think one of them is don't fall in the water. Oh yeah, the second and third one was don't fall in the water. And then the third one was don't fall in the water. Yeah?
Yeah, there's a lot of wood out there right now.
You're going the slowest way you can. You can pull that by hand or go
Let's just think here. 100% accurate. Let's just think here. I know. What if I go like this?
Are we helping? It's on this side now. Seems okay. You guys ready? You helping him?
We're gonna do it together.
You
got it, you got it.
Pretty funny, but it's hard to get it in there. How do you get it?
He's right here.
Just can't get under that.
You got it. Okay.
So, these are salmon berries. I'm gonna take one of these.
Harvey's gonna give us a taste test here and tell us if it's good. Is it sour or sweet?
It's pretty sour. Here's another one.
What do you think
It's
of
like-
this one?
It's like a sour raspberry.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what they taste like. Blake Island has a fascinating and unlikely path to its current preserved status as a marine state park. In its early history, the island was used as a fishing camp by the Suquamish Native American tribe, and legend has it that Chief Seattle was born there. Like much of the coastal Pacific Northwest, timber harvest was the first industrial activity to touch the island. It was logged in the mid-1800s, with its trees sent south to build the growing city of San Francisco. Today, the island's forest has regrown into a beautiful mix of alder, hemlock, Douglas fir, and western red cedar. And it's easy to imagine what it might have looked like as a native fishing camp. With the biggest trees cut, the island was sold around the turn of the century to a wealthy Seattle businessman named William Pitt Trimble. He renamed the island Trimble Island, where he and his wife built a house on one of the most beautiful estates in the country. William's wife, Canny, managed the island as a bird and wildlife sanctuary, where firearms were forbidden. Local residents even said that during the hunting season, deer would swim to the island to be safe from hunters. On December 7, 1929, tragedy struck the Trimble family. Canny Trimble was drowned in a freak accident when the family automobile plunged off the King Street Pier into Elliot Bay. Her husband, William Trimble, and sons Ford and William Jr. survived the mishap, but the family never went back to the Trimble Island to live. Overlapping the Trimble Island era, Blake Island was sometimes called Smuggler's Island because it was used by bootleggers running booze to Seattle from Canada. Seattle was ideally suited during Prohibition, that is, to violate Prohibition. It was a major port at which to smuggle in goods from the Pacific, a sea border with Canada that turned Puget Sound into a bootlegging turnpike of fast and stealthy rum-running boats.
When the U.S. entered World War II, the Army took over the island, quartering soldiers in the Trimble mansion. By the time the Army left at the end of the war, the Trimble estate had been deteriorated. It was subsequently neglected and abandoned, and finally looted and vandalized. After much controversy, the state acquired the land in the early 1950s for a state park. It was a welcoming addition to the state park system, given its proximity to Seattle.
Today, an amenity in the park is concessionaire Tillicum Village. Shortly after establishing the park, a local caterer, William Hewitt, convinced the state to allow him to build a longhouse replica and restaurant with a Northwest native theme. It was completed about the time of the 1962 World's Fair. It serves a traditional cedar plank salmon dinner and presents native dancing, crafts, and storytelling. For many years, a number of tribal members from Washington and British Columbia have been directly involved in the development, cooking, and cultural presentations at the village. It became a popular tourist attraction.
Looks like you're right on track there to go through where we want to go.
Can you come over here? I want to show you something.
This is a look at Seattle through the mist and haze. City there in the distance. Here's a look back. Blake Island is right behind the cockpit with the big cargo ship there on the left. So today we're going from Blake Island. We're gonna go around Bainbridge Island, and then we're going to end up in Poulsbo at the end of the day today. the anchor chain length?
Okay, so it's did I forget it?
No, not at all.
Rub your body with oil.
Nice. And what colors does that mean?
So it means red, yellow, blue, white, orange.
Okay, you gotta be really slow bringing it up. Just kind of touch it. Really slow. Do that. It's gonna bang. Oops. Drop it.
20. 20, Mom. 20 plus.
Now
Buildings?
we're coming into Poulsbo.
No, this is Keyport.
We're coming into Keyport.
Oh, really? It's the military base that makes,
It's the military base that makes torpedoes. There's a sea kayaker out in front of us. We're headed eventually to Poulsbo tonight.
let's see here. I'm flexing my muscles. Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're pulling out of the Poulsbo Marina today. We're going to go around the north end of Bainbridge and head back to Seattle. I agree. I think it was only 20. 20 more.
20 with clearance. I'm smarter than you.
Coming back into Elliot Bay Marina. There's Puget Sound up behind us, all the way out the ferry, Alki, West Seattle, South Seattle Cranes.